Since the start of this pandemic, we have been told over and over that life cannot resume to normal until we have a vaccine for COVID-19. Well, believe it or not, that time is pretty much here. Several companies have been working to create a vaccine for COVID-19, but two of which, Pfizer and Moderna, have actually proposed a vaccine that works a little bit differently than the vaccines that we're normally used to. This is called a messenger RNA vaccine. So let's take a look at how vaccines that we're used to normally work. Think about when you last got your flu shot. What they're actually injecting is a weaker version of the flu into your body, so weak that it can't get you sick. But by doing this, our body recognizes that a foreigner has entered the body, allowing it to create something to fight off these foreigners. These are called antibodies, which are basically like the soldiers in our body. Now, what's really cool about them is our body makes specific soldiers for specific foreigners. In this case, these soldiers or antibodies are taught to always fight off the flu. So if the actual flu virus were to enter your body, the soldiers to fight off the flu will be prepped and armed, ready to kill it. The COVID-19 vaccine that has been proposed by the two companies works a little bit differently, however. The vaccine is called a messenger RNA vaccine. Here's a COVID-19 virus. This here is the virus. And on the edge of the virus, we have these little spikes that help the virus attach to other cells to infect them. So instead of making our body scared of the virus itself, like we did with the flu, we're going to make our body scared of the little spikes on the end of the virus. We'll call this a spike protein. So the cool part is instead of injecting the spike protein right into our bodies, we're going to actually make it ourselves. The vaccine contains the material that holds the instructions on how to build this spike protein. This is the messenger RNA. Messenger RNA is just the instruction manual in our cells that tell our cells how to build proteins. So once this mRNA is injected into our body, no matter where it came from, our cells will read it and build a spike protein. Now, our body will still recognize a spike protein as a foreigner, thereby creating antibodies, or soldiers, that are built to fight off this foreigner. So if our body were to ever encounter COVID, it will recognize the spike proteins and attack the virus. So why one over the other? Well, by creating mRNA vaccine, we eliminate the need to grow a virus in the lab. This is not only safer, but also a lot quicker to do. Additionally, our body only needs a small amount of this vaccine in order to create the same response. Now, mRNA vaccines have been around for a while now. We just haven't had the chance to put them to use. But what a more perfect time when we need a vaccine that's quick, safe, and efficient.